11 things you should silently remove from your life. Get ready for an amazing adventure. In this video, we're going to show you 11 important things you need to quietly cut out of your life. We invite you to actively join us on this transformative journey. Share your thoughts on each topic we cover, and stick around till the end of the video. A meaningful journey of learning and growth awaits you. These next few moments are your chance to deeply reflect and gain a better understanding of who you are and what truly matters in your life. We believe the lessons we're about to share will enlighten your perspective and may even transform your life. Are you ready to begin this adventure? First point: handling people who hurt you. When dealing with people who have caused you pain, there's no need to explain yourself to them. You're under no obligation to complain, argue, or confront someone about their bad attitude. If someone has made choices that disrespected or hurt you, even if they were someone you thought was a perfect friend, it's often better to quietly move on without seeking justifications. Stay calm and rational, focusing on your own growth and peace. There may come a time when that person seeks your support. In that moment, simply saying no is enough. And if you feel the need to explain your reasons, do so succinctly. Remember, if this person failed to demonstrate good character and broke your trust, you are not obligated to help them. Conflicts and fights only drain your energy unnecessarily. Instead, choose the higher road by silently distancing yourself. Time often reveals the consequences of their actions. Focus on taking care of yourself, and let the future determine what's best for both of you. When you allow yourself to move forward without feeling the need to explain or justify your decisions, you are showing deep respect for your own boundaries and well-being. Remember, you're not obligated to keep harmful people in your life. Everyone deserves respect and to be appreciated for who they are. By choosing to remove those who harm you, you make a courageous decision for your emotional health and personal growth, paving the way for a more authentic and fulfilling life. Second point: letting go of unnecessary goals. There will be moments when you need to make difficult choices, whether it's deciding on a specific course of action or staying true to your personal path. Sometimes, this means letting go of certain goals that no longer align with your essence or values. And that's okay. We can't always achieve everything we set out to do, and there are times when it's necessary to give up some ambitions in favor of others that better suit the current version of ourselves. However, when you decide to release these unnecessary goals, it's important to do so quietly. There's no need to broadcast your moves to the whole world. Avoid leaving behind clues or scattered information, as these could inadvertently reveal your main strategies. By focusing on your priorities with intention and discretion, you'll maintain control over your journey and remain aligned with your true purpose. Third point: relationships, whether friendship or romance. It's essential to maintain privacy when it comes to relationships, especially during challenging moments such as the end of a friendship or a romantic relationship. Avoid sharing intimate details or venting to others about the reasons behind the separation. The intimacy shared belongs only to you and the other person involved. Others don't need to know these reasons. Sharing such details often leads to gossip and further complications. If you feel the urge to talk, have a reflective conversation with yourself instead. Think deeply about what happened and what you can learn from it. This urge to share may indicate that there are wounds in need of healing. Take this as an opportunity to quietly analyze your emotions and process the situation. If there's a problematic relationship in your life, remove it without broadcasting the news to others. Handling these matters privately helps with acceptance and healing, preserving the dignity and privacy of all parties involved. This approach allows you to focus on your emotional well-being and move forward with wisdom and discretion. Fourth point: managing tension and emotions. During periods of tension, Avoid raising your voice or displaying excessive frustration in front of others. Redirect those intense emotions into actions that yield positive results. Use that energy as motivation to work toward your life goals and train yourself to manage stress effectively. Contain your emotions, reflect on them, and channel the accumulated energy into strengthening yourself instead of letting it overwhelm you. Take care to proceed cautiously. Losing control during tense moments can expose vulnerabilities, which may not serve you well. Dissipate tension discreetly by resolving issues, fulfilling your responsibilities, and letting reason guide you. This approach not only helps you manage the situation but also builds resilience. Avoid broadcasting your struggles to others. Instead, focus on valuing what you already have in your life and cultivate gratitude. Quietly find ways to relieve emotional pressure, seeking inner balance and healthier methods to face challenges. If you've read this far and feel inspired to bring about real change in your life, show your commitment by leaving a comment. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more valuable content like this. Let's keep moving forward together. 5th point. Avoid sharing your judgments about others. Refrain from sharing your opinions or judgments about others. In fact, it's better not to even harbor such thoughts in your consciousness. Take a moment to consider the image you project when you speak ill of someone. Instead of fostering an enriching dialogue or meaningful conversation, choosing to vent negativity can tarnish the atmosphere and detract from the value of the interaction. Please, don't do this. Avoid declaring who you like or dislike to others. Instead, learn to be diplomatic. If you don't like someone, it's entirely possible to distance yourself or maintain a tolerable coexistence. Always act intelligently. If there's a problem with someone, strive to have an honest conversation. Seek common ground, and work toward a resolution. However, the judgments and opinions you form about others should be discarded as soon as possible. Whether or not you like someone, always demonstrate diplomacy by showing your capacity to adapt, engage, and interact respectfully regardless of differences. Maintain a respectful and empathetic demeanor in your interactions. This contributes to a more harmonious environment and healthier relationships. 6th point. Avoid constantly comparing yourself to others. Each person follows their own unique path, achieves their own milestones, and experiences their own successes. These achievements should be celebrated without comparing them to others. The damaging habit of comparison can adversely impact your emotional well-being and hold back personal growth. Comparing yourself to others often lowers self-esteem, as it leads to focusing on perceived deficiencies instead of acknowledging your own strengths and accomplishments. It distracts you from your own goals and desires, fixating instead on external benchmarks that don't necessarily align with your true purpose. By eliminating this habit, you create space to cultivate gratitude for your life as it is, celebrating your progress and growth. Remember, it's neither fair nor healthy to measure yourself against someone else's journey, as everyone faces different challenges and follows different paths. Focusing on your own learning and development is far more productive. 7th point. Conscious use of social media. Imagine your life as a book filled with fascinating stories, valuable lessons, and incredible adventures. Now think of social media as a vast library where millions of stories are shared every second. While exciting, this scenario carries a hidden danger: constant comparison. As we scroll through social media, we often compare our most difficult chapters with others' highlight reels, an unfair and unrealistic perspective. This can foster dissatisfaction, envy, and an ongoing cycle of negativity. Recognizing this, it's crucial to establish boundaries and cultivate mindful habits for consuming digital content. Picture yourself entering this digital library with a clear purpose. You look for what you need: connection, inspiration, or information, and then leave, returning to your own story, the book of your life. To achieve this in practice, set specific times for checking social media, such as during breakfast, work breaks, or at the end of the day. This structure keeps social media from taking over your time and thoughts. Additionally, consider your intentions for each online interaction. Ask yourself, am I seeking something constructive or simply passing time? This reflection helps distinguish between productive use and passive scrolling. Pay attention to how social media impacts your mood or self-esteem. If you notice negative emotions after using these platforms, it may be time for a break. Spend that time reconnecting with joyful activities in the real world. Whether it's reading, pursuing a hobby, or simply enjoying nature. By implementing these practices, you safeguard your mental health and rediscover the beauty of your unique story, without constant comparison to others. Each of us has a one-of-a-kind journey filled with ups and downs, triumphs, and challenges. That individuality is what makes every story, including yours, so special. As we wrap up this topic, I invite you to reflect on how you can begin writing the next chapter of your story today. Let's step away from excessive influence from the digital world and focus on what truly matters. Together, we can embark on this journey of self-discovery and growth. Take charge of your life with the timeless wisdom of history's greatest philosophers. Stoicism in the 21st century is your guide to resilience, well-being, and prosperity. Turn challenges into triumphs, stress into strength, and uncertainty into clarity. Click the link in the pinned comment and begin your Stoic journey toward success and fulfillment. Get your ebook today. 8th point. The pursuit of external approval. We live in a world where a person's worth often seems tied to others' perceptions. But today, I invite you to explore the liberation that comes from breaking free from this incessant search for approval. Imagine yourself on a stage, under the spotlight, surrounded by a crowd of expectant faces, each with an opinion on how you should act, speak, and be. Can you feel how suffocating that is? Now visualize yourself stepping off that stage into a peaceful and serene space. A place where the only opinion that truly matters is your own. This metaphor illustrates the importance of recognizing and valuing your inner voice over external noise. When we base our actions and decisions on the quest for approval, we drift away from who we truly are and what we genuinely desire. It's like wearing an ill-fitting outfit just to please others. Now, recall times when you felt most fulfilled and content. They were likely moments when you aligned with your values and beliefs, regardless of others' opinions. That's the essence of living authentically. How can we practice this in daily life? Start with small steps. For example, when making a decision, ask yourself, am I doing this because I truly want to or because others expect it? Learn to trust your intuition and recognize your own desires. Strengthening self-esteem is another powerful practice. Value your qualities, celebrate your achievements, and learn from your mistakes. Self-acceptance is an ongoing process. Every small victory matters. Finally, surround yourself with people who respect your individuality and encourage your growth. By freeing yourself from external approval, you open doors to an authentic and rewarding life. This path allows you to be the protagonist of your own story, writing it with authenticity and courage. And so, we conclude this point, hoping it inspires you to live true to yourself, away from the shadows of others' approval. 9th point. Nurturing relationships with privacy and discretion. Relationships are mirrors, reflecting various facets of our lives and bringing experiences that shape who we are. However, there's a delicate line here, the line of privacy and discretion. Think of a relationship as a secret garden, a sacred space for nurturing emotions, dreams, and special moments. When a relationship ends, be it friendship or romance, it's natural to feel pain, confusion, and the need to process it. However, the details of this shared garden belong only to you and the other person. By not divulging intimate details or reasons for the breakup, you preserve the dignity of both parties and protect your heart. Sharing such information with others can lead to misunderstandings, judgments, or gossip, which prolongs pain rather than helping you heal. How can we handle the end of relationships healthily? First, give yourself time and space to heal. Feel the emotions but process them introspectively. If needed, seek the guidance of a mental health professional. Second, focus on personal reflection. Instead of seeking external comfort or validation, turn inward. Ask yourself what you've learned from the relationship and how these lessons can aid your growth. Every relationship, even those that end, carries valuable lessons. Lastly, maintaining discretion and privacy is a sign of maturity and respect, not only for the other person but for yourself. Close each chapter of your life with grace and dignity, knowing that every experience prepares you for what lies ahead. And with that, we conclude this point, hoping it offers clarity on how to handle the end of relationships with wisdom and respect. 10th point. Letting go of unrealistic expectations. This is an invitation to explore how our expectations shape, and sometimes distort, our perception of reality. Picture your life as a grand adventure across an ocean. Each expectation is a sail, propelling you toward your dreams. But when these sails are oversized, when expectations become unrealistic, they steer you into turbulent waters of disappointment and dissatisfaction. Unrealistic expectations are like maps to treasures that don't exist. They drive us to pursue ideals of perfection, often imposed by society, culture, or media. To break free, begin by recognizing these expectations. Ask yourself, do these expectations uplift me or weigh me down? Do they reflect who I am and what I value? The next step is practicing acceptance, accepting who you are, where you are in life, and the things beyond your control. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up on your dreams, it means appreciating the process of growth, including its imperfections. Set realistic goals that resonate with your true self instead of chasing idealized success. Celebrate small victories along the way, recognizing that every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Remember, the journey matters as much as the destination. By letting go of unrealistic expectations, you allow life to flow naturally, creating space for unplanned surprises and joy. And with that, we conclude this point, hoping it inspires you to embrace life with sails adjusted to reality, savoring its journey with all its twists and turns. 11th point. The impact of gossip and negativity. Let's delve into a topic often overlooked in our daily lives but one that significantly affects our well-being and the quality of our relationships. Gossip and the spread of negativity. By consciously distancing ourselves from these behaviors, we can not only improve our mindset but also enhance the depth and authenticity of our relationships. Imagine every word we speak as a seed we plant in the garden of our lives and those of others. When we choose words of support, encouragement, and positivity, we plant seeds of kindness and understanding. However, when engaging in gossip or negative talk, we sow weeds of misunderstandings, distrust, and conflict. While gossip may seem harmless or even a form of social connection, it's actually a two-way street that devalues both others and ourselves. By focusing on negativity, we foster a mindset that blinds us to the good and positive aspects of life. So how can we step off this path and embrace a more constructive approach? First, it's essential to remain mindful of the conversations we engage in. If a discussion starts veering toward gossip or unnecessary criticism, Gently steer it in a different direction or highlight something positive about the person or situation at hand. Empathy is another valuable tool. Before sharing something about someone, ask yourself, would I want this to be said about me? This simple reflection can help ensure our words remain respectful and constructive. Creating a positive environment is equally important. Surround yourself with people who prioritize authenticity and positivity in their interactions. Together, you can cultivate a culture of mutual respect and genuine connection. Lastly, remember that change begins with you. By choosing not to partake in gossip or negativity, you're not only protecting your own integrity but also setting a powerful example for others. Through these principles, we can foster a more empathetic, resilient mindset, which in turn supports personal growth and meaningful relationships. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, ring the bell to stay updated with new content, and leave a like and comment. 2 more videos will appear on your screen now. Be sure to check them out. Enjoy your journey of wisdom and stay inspired with the Creator.